Hey guys, how's it going? This is just a follow-up of my previous video when I put in there the you want to do your due diligence when you're looking for wheelchairs. So this is kind of a follow-up of something I forgot to mention. So which is why I'm doing the video. So the follow-up that I'm gonna give you is, remember, anytime that you want to, like for example, test drive a chair, rent a chair before you buy it. Usually it's not available, especially an electric folding chair. There's really no companies out there, whether you go to vendors or whether you do the direct like the actual company itself. They will not let you test drive their chair. They will give you a option that, okay, you just buy it. If it looks good, you buy it. You can return it. We'll give you a chance to return it for 30 days or however long. Some might even be less than that, actually. But then if you return it, you gotta pay return shipping, or you gotta pay a restocking fee. If you want to do like a scooter, for example, you can rent basically a scooter for anywhere, and you can rent it, try it out for a couple of days, and see how you like it. Remember, a scooter, which some of you might find it worked for you, didn't work for me. But for a lot of you, a scooter is one that breaks apart. It doesn't fold up, it breaks apart into three, four, even five different pieces. Really up to whichever model you get. I mean, those are kind of handy, but again, having FA and for example, trying to put the seat into a different component, trying to put a rod in there, it's really, for someone that does not balance or any coordination, it's something that really doesn't work. It's really hard. So, which is why I looked the other way on it, which is why it's something I did not choose. I mean, I did rent two different scooters, don't get me wrong, so I did try it. I rented one which was pretty cool for me. It was one that it was a pullable scooter, and you have a so you don't fold it yourself. It comes with the remote. With the remote, you can fold it up. You can fold and unfold it. The scooter weighed, I want to say, about 48 to 50 pounds. So something I had to carry and put in my trunk. So I mean, it was definitely the weight that in my criteria that I was looking for. The only thing I didn't like about it was that on a scooter I had to use both my hands to steer it, which was something I did not like because, for example, if I'm trying to carry something in one of my other hands, I just didn't want both my hands to be occupied. Like, for example, if I'm trying to open the door, because obviously not all doors everywhere, not every business has automatic doors, right? So you need one hand to hold the door open. So I was kind of thinking of things like that, which is why I did not like it. I mean, but the steering, everything was pretty cool on it. It was definitely something I definitely kept in my mind. I don't think the insurance covered it. So if I was to buy it outright, I think it was like $2,800 or $3,000 or something, which was pretty expensive. But I mean, when you're out of options, when you're low on options, you're low on options, right? Beggars can't be choosers. Um, so that was definitely something I did consider. And then I did rent a scooter that breaks apart. I drove it around, and it was the same experience. I thought it was pretty maneuverable. The maneuverability on it was pretty good. I drove around. I drove it for about maybe 5 miles. I drove it around. I drove different portions of the street. One thing I didn't like about it was that when I was driving it in downtown, the street had different angles on it, and one thing I didn't like was that it kept getting stuck when the pavement would change, so it wasn't like an even pavement. So it kept getting stuck, and I had to get my brother to kind of push me, get me back, to get me back right. So I would be on pavement again, so I'd be on level ground. So that was something I did not like about it. And this one broke apart in four different pieces. The battery came out separately. The battery it was separate, so you could take it out and go charge it without having to take the whole scooter out. But again, putting them back together was something I just didn't like. Uh, it was something that I found pretty difficult because I was trying to snap different pieces in place. So after I did it one time, I was like, I'm not doing this again. I'm sorry, I can't do this again. And the incline slope on it also was not very great. So which is why another reason why I said no, but it was mainly about the trying to snap the pieces back in together and take them apart every time, and that was something again I just didn't like. But yeah, again, when I say do your due diligence, uh, it gets a little bit shorter when you want to look into a foldable electric chair. You're not gonna find anything out there for that you can rent. It's gonna be just like basically going and buying a car, but they're telling you that okay, you can't test drive this car, you just gotta buy it. And if you don't like it, you can return it. We'll give you 7, 10, 30 days to return it. But oh yeah, there's a 10 or 20% restocking fee on it if you want to return it. So you have to think that, am I really willing to, what if I don't like it, what if it doesn't work for me? Is Am I willing to lose that money because I have to pay for return shipping too? Because majority of these companies are online companies. They don't have actual stores that you can go to and even look at it. So again, it's something that you have to decide what you can do and how much you're willing to risk, because you have to remember also majority of these companies, your insurance will not cover it, because electric wheelchairs are seen as recreational. So which is why your Medicaid will not cover it, because they want something, because they feel that if you're going outside and you're using it, you don't need to be outside and using it. You only need to be inside and using it, because if you're disabled, if you're handicapped, you should be inside majority of the day. So you should be at home or you should be at work. So, which is why it's not covered by the insurance. So again, just think about how much you're willing to invest, how much you're willing to spend out of pocket, if you're willing to spend any out of pocket, and if your insurance is going to cover what you want. So that was my addition for this video. Going on from my last video, my addition to this video. If you have any questions, concerns, ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comment section below. Remember to like, subscribe. I'm gonna keep on, once I this weekend hopefully I can upload a video and show you guys the wheelchairs that I got, that I had to go in and buy on my own, cause my insurance wouldn't cover it, and it was kind of sight unseen, because it was an electric full wheelchair, and as I mentioned, I couldn't try it. I had to blindly buy it. So I'll show you guys what the wheelchair looks like, and I'll highlight some things that I do like and don't like about it, and then we can discuss that in my future video. But until then, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.